Stefy, thanks very much for your time.
No problem.
Big fight for Terri coming up.
Yeah, a very big fight. It's a big occasion, but it's the perfect time now for Terri. It's very hard with women's boxing. My long-term goal, or my plan, should I say, my vision, was to like take Terri to 10 fights and then move into championship fights for her to learn a trade and stuff. But what I've quickly discovered is you kind of ain't got that time because the lack of female opposition in the UK, and it's very expensive to be bringing foreign boxers over as a promoter and a manager. Terri's a well-established amateur boxer and fought at the highest level, so she's quite experienced at international level. So it's just become she's become not, let's say, a victim of her own success because we've let her off the reins much faster than the original plan. So obviously on the 8th of March, it's a very big occasion. She's fighting a fellow English girl who's also undefeated. Terri's undefeated in 5 fights, and Nina's undefeated in 7 fights. And Nina's the reigning Commonwealth champion at a weight above Terri. So it is a big step up for Terri, and it's a big risk for me as a promoter, but one I'm very confident that will pull off, and I'm very, very confident that on the night Terri will show that she's a level above Nina. So I'm rolling the dice, really. That's where we're at.
Did you have any sort of concerns when she said I want to fight Nina next? Did you sort of
No, I didn't have no concerns because it's one of them, like Terri's last fight stopped a girl in a couple of minutes who Nina had won over 10 rounds on points. Terri's beat a girl, won every round when Nina's dropped rounds to him. So I'm really convinced that Terri needs this SN. I think she needs it to test herself. I think she's ready for it herself mentally, and I believe she's ready for it. And she's coming off a great win on Sky Sports, which has been great for her profile. And then the fight before that, she boxed on a big event in Barnsley and won on a stoppage against a girl who'd never been stopped. So there's a lot of positives that said let her go, let her off the leash, and what will be kind of thing.
You mentioned that win for Terri on Sky in the last fight. Just talk to me a little bit about that performance.
Well, she was scheduled to fight in a 6-2 minutes round. That's all we trained for, and unbelievable, really. We got a phone call. I think it was 3 p.m. I'd just driving to pick her up to take her to the venue because we were told we were going to be on at 6 o'clock, and then I get a phone call from Edda Sky saying, "Would you be willing to step up to 8 rounds?" Obviously, Terri gets paid more money, but we're going to put her on live TV. The reason being that one of the main events had fallen through. One fight had become ill. So one fight, the old saying, when somebody's missed is another gain. So yeah, I mean, I rang Terri up, explained the situation, and she was like, "Wow, yeah, really?" And she was like, "I've worked with some fighters that be questioning all this kind of thing. Am I ready for it? Am I this?" She was just like, "Yeah, let's do it." She was just so excited and things. So yeah, it was brilliant. And she gone and got a stoppage that I didn't expect, and Terri just showed that she was levels above the girl, and then it went down great on TV. The response on social media, and I know Sky Sports and the commentary team couldn't speak any more highly of Terri. So on the back of it, it's been really exciting. It's been really exciting for Terri, and she's got a bright future.
It's obviously as good a win as it was. Fantastic exposure as well for it on looking at that TV side of things.
I mean, Sky Matchroom Boxing are the best outfit I've ever had pleasure of dealing with. The levels above everyone else. They treat you brilliant, and to box on Sky TV, it's every young fighter's watching boxing live on Sky Sports. Everybody, wow. To be in one of them rings, and for Terri to go and do that in only a 5th fight and look $1 million, it's exciting for me as a manager as well. I genuinely believe that Terri can be a world champion. She's only 22 years old. When rest of the crop are in the 30s. Katie Taylor's in her 30s, and you just think if Terri wins this fight in the fashion that I think she can do and look really good, a future could be on TV. That's where we're at, I think.
You mentioned obviously she was boxing 2-minute rounds.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on women boxing 3-minute rounds? I know Nicola Adams did it previously. What are your sort of thoughts on that?
I've got no opinions on it. 2 minutes, 3 minutes, a fight's a fight. A length is the thing. I think 2 minutes is good. 10 2-minute rounds of championship fights. That's what Terry's done, and I've you've got to follow rules and regulations of boxing. I've got no qualms with that, whether it's 2 minutes or 3 minutes. So it's not having. You're not splitting any gender up or saying, well, men fight this or whatever. I just think they're doing it for safety reasons, and boxing commissions know what they're doing. And we're up 10-2s. It is what it is. Women's boxing's 2-minute rounds, and that's just it is what it is.
Yeah. Is she the first female fighter that you've managed and promoted?
Yes.
Yeah. And how have you found that?
Terry's. I've known Terry since she's been a young girl. She's always boxed from our amateur boxing setup that I've always operated from my gym. So I've probably known her since she's been 11-year-old. So I've been in and around her all her life. And when she fizzled away after winning a European silver medal, it was very disappointing for how naturally talented she can fight. Pound for pound, she's as good as any fighter that I've ever worked with. And she was a wasting talent. And obviously, because you're not seeing them every day in the gym anymore, I'd see her if I were out and about in the village, odd time, just hello, how you doing? And Katie Taylor were boxing on TV, and I just dropped her a message. I said, Terry, you're a wasted talent, and women's boxing's as big as it's ever been, and I believe that you can be a big star in women's boxing. And then she just replied straight away, and like, it's unbelievable you've messaged me, because I've been thinking about it for a while. But there's a lot of things happen mentally. Terry was a 16-year-old young girl, and to box for England, and she'd gone from club boxing to boxing international. It's an high intensity, probably hard work. Then doing GCSEs, mentally probably got on top of her. She just one had to give, and she let boxing go. But yeah, I'm so happy that she did come and take me off her, and I've been really enjoying ride with her so far. It's really good. She's a pleasure to work with, and obviously I'm with her all day, every day, in and around the gym as she works. She's based doing a lot of work from the gym. So yeah, it's exciting. I'm happy to be working with women's boxing.
You mentioned Katie Taylor. Obviously, she seems to sort of pave the way in terms of it's boxing on Sky now. Then we see Nicola Adams, and now we're seeing just a lot more women's boxing just generally on TV.
Well, women's boxing now you might get. Whereas a few years ago, like women's boxing were like kind of a freak of nature. Now it's a part of boxing. I think it's just been accepted in open arms. I think it's more. I would imagine that old school managers, old school trainers who's been around the game a lot longer than I have in years wise and experience, probably be a bit more a surprise to them when they're. Do you know what I mean? You see, I've seen it happen with amateur boxing, so I've generally come through with it. So it's been a transition that I've worked with. Women's boxing's happening, and that's how it is. But you do see some good females coming through now, and Terry, pound for pound, is as good as anyone technically. She's only 22-year-old. It's just the inexperience that she's not got that some fighters have got. So in a number of years' time and the experience of fights and sparring, I think she could be 10 times the fighter that she already is. Like I say, repeating me, and I genuinely believe that she can be a world champion. You've mentioned Katie Taylor. She's paved the way. She's led the way, and gave everybody self-belief and confidence. And you're seeing her on Sky now on these big bills, stacking up alongside any main event. And then you've got Chantel Cameron, who's doing great, who's been seen on Channel 5. And then you mentioned Nicola Adams. So they're all having great careers, and you've got Terry, the only professional from South Yorkshire, and her next fight is a WBC international title, which comes with a world ranking, and then a world ranking leads to world championship fight. So that's where she's at, or what level she can be. So it's exciting to be a part of what she's doing and what we're all creating.
You meant obviously I said that this time was obviously about women in sport just generally. Have you found that there's been a rise in female boxers in your gym? Or how?
Well, because I said we've always obviously you're going to get a lot more males in, but we've got on back of it we've got a lot more females in, just general keep fitters and joining in with classes that Terri runs. But we have got a couple of young girls in the gym that actually are carded and boxing. I won't say it's motivated more to do it. It's just the fact that women's boxing is here now, and the transition's happening, and you do see female boxers in the gym.
Stefy, thanks so much for your time.
No problem.
Best luck in match. Thank you very much. Cheers, Stefy.